All right, welcome everyone. Today is Thursday. It is January 5th, 2023. This is a different kind of exercise that we're going to do. We're going to focus on core. We're going to focus on today biceps and triceps, and then we're going to do some really nice stretching for our hips and our legs. So we're going to start with something that we all know. We're going to start with core. So you can get over to your beautiful mat, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to start with something that is pretty simple. We're going to get onto our back on our elbows. You're going to lift your legs up. Now, everything that I do, we're going to do for 30 seconds, okay? So that you get a sense of a little bit of time. But this is, you're going to lift your knees up off the ground. You're going to bring them over to the side. So you're always keeping your elbows on the floor. You're going to pull up with your core and then bring your knees over to the other side. You're just going to keep going back and forth, and you have to tighten your core to lift your knees back up. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for just 30 seconds. So let's all get onto our elbows, lift your knees up, and now we're going to go side to side. Now you notice that my knees are not going totally onto the floor. I can't. Maybe you can, but I'm just taking my knees, the weight of my knees is hard enough to just go side to side. I'm pulling up with my core. My knees and my feet are together, and I'm going side to side. And we only have 5 seconds left, so this is not too hard, right? So here we go. We're gonna go side to side, and it's your pace, right? And now we're gonna stop, okay? Now, that was the first exercise. So we're starting easy, right? Now what we're gonna do, you're going to still be on your elbows, but this time you're going to take one. So let's just say my right leg and my right arm are well, I'm going to say, let's just say right foot goes on top of left leg. My left leg is extended, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my right hand, because it's my right knee, and I'm going to go in front of that knee that's bent, and I'm going to touch the floor. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to reach forward. And now you want to make it harder, you can lie down, and now this left hand is straight on the floor, and I'm going to bend my elbow and lift up. So that's a little harder. Okay, so you can decide. Now this hand that is my right side, I'm going to do this for 15 seconds. Actually, let's just do it for 30, and then you'll do the other side for 30. Okay, so we're going to lift up and touch, right? Actually, I'll just count this instead. We'll make it easy. So that was 1. Now 2, touch the floor with your right hand on the left side of your leg. And 3, and you're going to breathe. 4, and you're going to be working your core here. 5. So you can modify it. 6, by just being on your elbows the entire time. Or like me, 7, making it a little harder and lifting up onto my left elbow. 8, and I'm going slow. 9, and 10. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side. So I'm going to take my left leg, put it on my right. I'm now going to, again, get my arm out just a little bit so that I can bend and get onto my elbow. My left arm is extended. Now we're going to lift up and touch the outside of the floor on our right leg. Okay, so that's 1 and 2. Now you should feel your stomach here. 3, your core is working. 4, 5, so we're lifting up onto our elbow. 5, 6, 7, right? 8, breathing out at the top. 9, and 10. And that was it. Okay, we've done 2 core exercises. Next thing that we're going to do is one we've done before where we put our feet up and we're going to do a toe touch. So we're working the upper abdominal muscles on this one. So this one I will do time, and let's see if I can just get my timer here. So you're going to now have your hands up straight ahead above your shoulders, and you're going to lift up, and you're going to release and lift up and try to touch your toes. So now really get your knees straight and just keep lifting and breathing. Now, if that's too hard, you can bend your legs and go up like so, okay? Extending them a little is a little bit more difficult.
Rest for 5 seconds.
Okay, that was 30 seconds rest. Okay, now
Interval number 2.
we're gonna do the whole thing over again, okay? So again, very much like what we've done in other exercise classes, we're just doing 3 sets of everything. So we're gonna get on our elbows, lift your knees up, and now we're gonna do this for 30 seconds going side to side. So side to side. Now, you're pulling up with your core when you get your knees over to the middle, right? And then over to the side, you have to hold your core so that you're making sure that everything is connected from your abdominal muscles to your knees. You're holding that position, pulling up, going to the other side. And we're almost there.
5 seconds.
Okay, that's it. Now, rest, but not for long. Now, I'm going to now put my right leg on top of my left. I'm going to now take my right arm, extend it, and we're going to do 10 where I lift up onto my left elbow and touch the floor. Okay, remember, you can do this like so as well. So it's up to you on your elbows. Are we ready? Here we go. So here's 1, 2, and release, and 3. And so you're pulling up with your abdominal muscles, 4, 5. So we're doing it nice and easy here. 6, but we're getting in an extra day of ab workout. 7, 8, whew, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Now let's do the other leg. So we put the left leg up. Our left arm now is now extended above our head. Are we ready? Here we go. So we're going to lift up onto our right elbow, touch the right side of the floor and the right side of our leg. And here's 2, 3. Oh yeah, I'm getting warmed up here. 4, 5, onto that elbow, pulling up 5 with your stomach. 6, and we're going slow. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so now we're going to put our feet up. Remember, you can bend them, right? That's easier. That's a modification. Hands up, extended and above your shoulders. And now we're going to do this for 30 seconds. So here we go. We lift up and try and touch your toes. 1, and you're just going to go up and down at your pace. Try to keep those knees as straight as possible. That's what I'm trying to do, and I hope I am. It's not easy. Now I really feel my upper core working.
5 seconds.
Okay, we've got 5 seconds left.
Rest for 5 seconds. 5
And now
seconds.
stop. Okay, so now we're going to do the last but not least of these. So hopefully you're feeling this, but I'm doing this. My intention is to do this slowly and gently, okay? Everything we're doing, slow and gentle here. So lift your knees up, We're doing this 30 seconds. So we go to the side,
Interval 2, number
lift
2,
up,
30 seconds.
other side, lift up. So you're on your elbows. My feet are off the ground. You could put your feet down and make it easier, but I can't quite do that. That's too easy for me, and I think it would be too easy for most of you. We got 5 seconds left.
Rest for 5 seconds.
Oh, yes.
5 seconds.
Okay, so now we're going to do the next exercise. So we're going to get right leg on top of left, extend your right arm. Your left arm is now out a little bit of diagonal, right, on the floor. And now we're going to bend that left elbow and now touch that left side of the floor and then come down. So we're doing 10. That was 1. Here's 2. 3. All right, everyone doing okay? 4. 5. This is the last set. 6. 7. We are getting strong. 8. 9. And 10. This is a great warm up. Okay, now we're going to do the other leg, left side, left arm up. And now your right arm is out a little bit at a diagonal. And now we're going to lift up and touch that right side of the floor on the outside of your right leg. And there's 2. And down. 3. And down. 4. And down. 5. See, you learn these stomach exercises even here. 5. I think I did 5 twice, but okay, maybe 6. I can't remember. Too much talking. 7. 8. 9. And 10. So now we're going to come down, and now we're going to do the last set, which is our legs extended, arms extended for 30 seconds. And now you're going to go reach out and up and touch those toes. Legs are as straight as possible. We're just going up a little bit, lifting those shoulders off the ground. Arms are totally straight. And you can see I'm barely able to touch my toes. But the idea is one day we'll all be able to touch our toes.
Rest for 5 seconds.
Okay, and that's it,
5
rest.
seconds.
Okay, so sit up. That was it for core. Wonderful. So now, you guys, we're going to work on some biceps and triceps. So get some water. This exercise is going to be, so every time I do a Thursday class, I'm going to be focusing on a different muscle group. So I'll always tell you what it is. So, because first, next week, it's going to be glutes. I know you're like very excited about that, but this is for a little extra for the week, right? So we're going to stand up. Now you're going to take your weights and we're going to start with doing 2 different things. And we're doing sets of 10 only. And what I'm going to do is a bicep curl, full bicep curl. I'm going to release. And then I'm going to go across the body with my palm facing my chest. My elbow is locked. And I'm doing kind of like this windshield wiper. So that's a bicep across curl, across the body curl. All right, so we're going to do first the bicep curl, and then across the chest and across the chest. Okay, so that's what we're doing now. Ready? We're going to stand up nice and tall, tighten your torso, and now begin. Curl up and across. Keep that elbow locked. Nice, and across. And here's bicep 2. Curl all the way up, release, across, and across. And now here's curl 3. and across. So my palm is facing my chest. It's close to my chest, that dumbbell. And here is our curl 4. Across and across, working our biceps. And here's curl 5. Across, across, and here's curl 6. Nice and tight torso, back is straight, across. My other arm just hangs there with the weight when it's not working. And curl 7, across, and across. Curl 8. I know this is not easy, right? Across and across, but you're gonna have some strong biceps. And here's curl 9, across and across, and curl 10, across and across. All right, beautiful. So we've just done the first exercise for biceps. I know now you're wondering, what are we gonna do next? Okay, well, we've done this before. We're gonna take our weights. We're gonna be at a midway position, halfway point. We're gonna hold it. Then we're gonna do an external rotation. We did this, we might have done this yesterday. Single arm external rotation. We're gonna do that. Let's see, well, let's try for 8 to 10. Okay, so we're gonna get into the halfway hold position. Okay, this is in contracting our biceps. External rotation, one arm, single arm, other side. So here's 2, 2. We're just gonna keep holding, 3, 3. So I'm just getting my one arm to rotate out, 4, 4, 5, 5. Now you should start to feel this. 6 with your bicep, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. I'll stop here and rest, okay? Now you should be definitely feeling your biceps. All right, we're going to now work the opposite muscle, tricep. So for this one, you're going to do a lunge step forward. And let me just see if I can push this up just a tiny bit. You're going to do a lunge. Okay, so here, I'll do it sideways. Now, same arm, same foot forward. Okay, so I have the dumbbell on the same side, right leg forward, bent the other leg, my left leg back. Now, I'm gonna kind of hold my shoulder. I'm going to bend my elbow. I'm gonna hinge forward. And now I'm gonna do a tricep kickback. Okay, we're gonna do 10 of these. You ready? So kickback 1 and 2. So your elbow is locked. 3, you're holding your shoulder. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we switch sides. Okay, so now we're gonna do the left leg forward, right leg back. I'm going to now hold my left shoulder. I'm going to now hinge forward, bend my elbow, and now we're gonna do 10 tricep kickbacks. Ready? And here's 1. Bring it in. 2. Bring it in now. 3. Lift that arm back. 4. Really contract that tricep. 5. 6. 7. There's a lot of balance going on here as well. 8. 9. And 10. And stand up. How are you doing? Now I need some water. So if you do too, great. If not, catch your breath. That was the first set. So now we're going to do the same thing for the second time. So you're gonna really feel your biceps burning. So here's what I'm gonna suggest. When we do this next set, you're gonna try and do 8 to 10. The next set, 8 to 10, and the triceps, 8 to 10. You're gonna start to feel your muscles getting weak. That's a good sign. You wanna actually get to the point where we're now going to, remember, full bicep curl and then across the body. You want your muscles to get really tired because tonight they're going to be getting stronger and building bigger muscle mass. Okay, so you guys ready? Here we go, full curl, elbows locked, and then across the body, like a windshield wiper, and across. And here's 2. Torso is nice and tall, back straight, across, and across. And here's full curl 3, and across. You look good, you guys, and across. Nice. And full 4, across, and across. You need to use lighter weights, go for it. 5, that's fine. Across, not a problem, right? It's really okay. Here's 6, across, and across. And here's 7, full curl. Yes, let's do this. Across, and full 8, across, and full 9. Oh yeah, across. Now, if you don't feel your biceps yet, I don't know what will. Here's 10, across, and across. Nice. Okay, so guess what? We're gonna do that midway point, half curl hold, external rotation. So get your palms facing out. Your biceps are tired, I know. Halfway curl right now. And let's begin. 1, 2. So just your arm rotates out. 3, not your torso. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you need to stop here, stop. 9, 10, and 10, and rest. Wow. Okay, put one weight down. And now we're going to do right leg forward, right tricep. So do a lunge with your right leg, left leg straight back. Hold on to that right shoulder. Bring that arm up to your waist. Now, if I'm standing like so, hinge over, okay? Pull that dumbbell up to your waist, get your balance. And now tricep 1, kick back. 2, so push it up. 3, I really feel my balance here as well. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's switch legs and arms. So left leg forward, right leg back. Now, I'll do it this way. So here I am. I'm going to hinge over, put your right hand over and hold that left shoulder. Pull your dumbbell, hinge over, and now kick back. 1, 2. So your elbow is in one place. 3, we're not swinging our arm. 4, we're pushing it up, pulling it in. 5, pull it in. 6, in. 7, in. 8, in. 9, in. 10, in, and stand up. Nice job. Let's get some water. You guys are doing great. So your arm should be starting to feel pretty wiped out. That's good. So we're just doing the third set. Now here's your choice. Use the same weight, lighter weight, no weight. It's up to you. Okay, I know this is not easy. Okay, so we're gonna do a full curl and we're gonna do the across the body, right? So nice and tall standing. Tighten your glutes, your torso, and let's begin. So curl, full curl, across and across. Working those biceps. 2, across, across. 3, across and across. Oh yeah, I know you feel this. 4, full, across your body. And 5, full curl, across. You just need to rest, that's fine. 6, full curl, across, across. Oh yeah. 7, across, across. 8, this is the last set. Across, across. 2 more if you can. 9, you don't have to. Across, you decide. 9, across. And here's full 10. Across, whew, and across. Nice job. I want you to rest for just a moment. You should need to rest, okay? We've been working those muscles. So, you know what we're gonna do? It's gonna be the halfway position and then external rotation. So you're gonna do 5 to 10, whatever you can do. Halfway hold, here we go, let's begin. And rotate 1, rotate 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, tighten your glutes. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. You stop when you need to. 10, 10, and rest. Whew. Okay, put one dumbbell down. Wow, yes? This is why I like to do this with you, because I'm more likely to do it. So we're gonna take our right leg and lunge it forward, left leg back. Now, take that arm. Remember, you gotta hinge your back and you're at your hip level. Hold that dumbbell, hold that shoulder, and now begin. 1, kick back. 2, lift it up. 3, contracting that tricep. 4, 5, pull it in. 6, pull it in. 7, pull it in. 8, pull it in. 9, pull it in. 10, pull it in. Let's do the other side. Okay, so left leg forward, right leg back. So I'm gonna pull my arm up. I'm gonna hinge forward, get my right hand holding my left shoulder. Now pull that arm so that dumbbell's at your waist. Now begin. 1, pull it in. 2, contract in. 3, pull it in. 4, balance, yes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and stand up and rest. All right, that was fantastic. So we have done everything that's hard. Now we're gonna go down to the floor. So we're going to do the last thing, which is stretching. Now, these are active stretching. So I am not a yoga instructor. So please know, if I could do yoga, I would teach you yoga, but I don't know yoga. I mean, I've gone to yoga classes, and many of you have. What this is actually a stretching component, because I need it, and hopefully you need it too. And this is really going to be for our hips and our hamstrings and legs. Okay, so active meaning that we're going to start with, basically, you're going to have one leg to your side, the other leg is going to be tucked behind you. So this is the position. So everyone get into this position. So my right leg is bent, and I'm facing my bent right leg. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a nice little stretch here. I'm going to do beginner level because I'm a beginner. I'm going to take my hands behind my back, palms are facing the floor, and I'm going to lean forward. And I'm going to, with my arms back, I'm going to do a nice little stretch. Now, I really feel a stretch right here in my back, lower glutes, upper glutes, and to the side here, my gluteus medius. I'm going to hold this and then come back up. Now, we're going to go over again. And 2, hold this position, feel the stretch, breathe into it, and now come back up. Now, if that's too hard, then move your leg forward, your back leg forward, because if your back leg, if it's really behind you, you're really going to be feeling this stretch. Okay, we're going to do 4. So let's, with our palms facing the floor and behind you, you're going to lean forward. It's like a good morning movement. You're going to breathe into it, lift up. We're going to do one more. And over 5. Feel that stretch. And then pull up. Okay, now, gently, carefully, you're going to do the other side. So the way I do it is I just put my left leg over, and then I take my right leg, and now I twist my torso so that I'm facing this knee, my left knee. I'm now going to get myself in position so that I can actually do a stretch here. And this is a hip opener, and I'm doing seriously the beginning movement. So our hands are behind, so this shouldn't be easy. It's not easy for me. So that's why I'm doing beginner. We're going to hinge over with our palms back, and you're going to really stretch. Now, on this side, I seem to be able to go over way further. So see what happens for you. Now lift up. Now I can feel there's a little tension here. So you want to be really gentle. We're going to hinge over again. You're going to do the good morning. This is a good morning when we hinge over. My palms are still facing the floor and they're behind me. I'm breathing here, trying to feel this stretch, and I feel it. It's very tight in my right glute, and pull up. Remember, if you need to move your back leg forward, then do that. Here's 3. We're all at different stages of flexibility here. Breathe, and now pull up. Okay, 2 more. 4, and pull up. And 5, and pull up. And that's it. Now, next thing we're going to do is you're going to stay on the floor, and we're going to get into a lunge position, but on our knees, okay? So this position, this is the easy part. Then my foot Now my back foot has to get flat on the floor. Okay, so see how I've now just released it. It was curled up, now it's back and flat, or as flat as I can make it. Then my forward leg, I'm now going to stretch, and now I'm going to do the same movement and bring my arms back, and I'm going to hinge over, whew, and you're going to feel a massive stretch in your hamstring. And then you're going to stand or sit up with your back. So you're just going to come back up. Okay, we're on our knee. We got your heel out, and now we're going to hinge over. Now, for some of you, you could probably, if you've been doing this, you could probably put your hand on your head. That's kind of a medium level. If you're really fantastic, you'd be able to put your hands out in front of you. I'm a beginner. I'm trying to claim my beginnerhood here, and I'm going back with my arms. That's the easiest position. And now come back up. So 2 more. Now notice when you hinge over, you might be able to go over a little more. Breathe into it. It should not feel like super easy. And now come back up. But we're getting a really good stretch in our hamstring. 1 more. Hinge over, good morning. And now come back up gently, carefully, slowly. Now put your other foot in the lunge position. Now, at some point, we're going to do a little more in this position, but for now, let's just put our other back foot flat. The top of the foot is flat on the floor. I'm going to now take this foot, and now I have to push it out a little bit. I'm going to now get my balance, so are you. And now we're going to put our hands back. Now, palms are still facing the floor, right? And you're going to hinge over. This is the good morning. Now get your balance. And then now hinge back up. Okay, so here's 2. Good morning. You're breathing, feeling that stretch in your thigh. And now come back up. And here's 3. Hinge over. Palms still out behind you. And up. Now, my back, I hope, is flat. Okay? We don't want it curled and hunched. So make sure your back is going, as in a good morning, your back is nice and straight, and you're moving forward, hinging forward, and now coming back up. We're going to do 1 more. Now you really should feel this. And now hinge over, 5, and come back up. Okay, now last but not least, we're going to do what's called a pancake. Now, if you're really stretched out, you're going to be able to get your legs way the heck out there. Me, not so much. That's why I'm doing this with you, because I need this, and I hope you do too. So you're going to put your legs out as wide as you can, so it's not super uncomfortable, but it's a little bit uncomfortable. We're going to do, again, the same movement with our hands back. Every position that I'm doing is beginner position. Beginner position is always with your hands behind your back, palms facing the floor. And you're going to now, this is one where you're going to try to hinge forward and go down. Now, you don't want to curl up. So your back might not be able to go, your whole upper body might not be able to go over very far. Mine might not be able to, but you're going to go as far as you can with a straight back. Okay, so we're going to just do 5. So we're going to go forward, and you're going to feel a nice stretch in the inside of your thigh. Your arms are behind you. Now, again, if you're super flexible, then you put your hands behind your head, again, making sure that your back is nice and straight. I'm going to do it with my hands behind me. So come back up, and now let's go forward again. Here's number 3. So hold this position for a moment. Breathe a couple of times, 1 and 2, and now come back up. So here's 4, hinge over, back is as straight as possible. You might not be able to go down very far, but you should feel that stretch in your inner thighs. And now come back up. And last one, here's 5, excuse me. And now come back up. Now, I want you to just do one last thing here. Your feet are in front of you. Put your palms behind you. And I want you to just push your chest forward. We're actually doing a little stretch for our biceps here. Your feet are straight. And I just want you to push your chest forward. And you're leaning back on your hands. You should feel a nice stretch in your biceps right here. Okay, that's it. We're gonna do the same thing again. So, are you ready? So we're gonna start with one leg bent, the other leg behind. Okay, we're just doing 5, right, on either side. Now, I really can feel this because my hips are tight. So if it's too much, then move your leg forward, the back leg forward, so it doesn't, you don't want it to, get crinky, which is what my leg is starting to do here. So now I'm going to hinge over. Everything's a good morning position with my hands back, my palms facing the floor, and I'm going to hinge forward. Now this, wow, now I can go way lower. Okay, so now lift up. Now your back is nice and straight, and now we hinge over again. And here's 2. Now to make it harder, if you wish, but I wouldn't, unless you've been doing this a lot, is I put your hands behind your head. 3. I would just be happy that I can stretch down further than I did before. And here's 4. And now come back up. And one last one. And hinge over 5. And now come back up. Okay, beautiful. So now we're going to very carefully switch. So now my other leg is going to the side. My other leg now is behind me. I'm going to twist my torso so that I'm facing this bent knee. I'm now going, now you should feel there's going to be a pull, a little bit of a pull here in your gluteus medius, okay? You're also going to be feeling it in the front. If you have any tension in your hip, this is where you're going to feel it. So we're going to go in the good morning position again. Easiest position, now hinge forward and go down as low as you can. Back is straight. Hold. Now I can go way lower than I did before and up. So what about you? Just notice, take your time. Here's 2. And hinge up. And here's 3. Now hinging up could be hard. So if it's too hard, then push yourself up. Okay? I don't want you to hurt yourself. Here's 4. And pull up. Now I really have to release this muscle that's that back leg. I can feel it, it's very tight. Now let's go over one more time. 5, hold it and breathe. And now come back up. Okay, nice job. All right, so very carefully undo your legs. And now we're going to do the good morning, but in that lunge position. So you're going to get into your knee, onto your knee. One knee now forward, other knee now back. And remember that back leg, it's not curled over. It's as flat on the top as possible on the floor. And now we're going to put our hands back, palms facing. And now I'm going to hinge over this way. Now, I want you to see if you can feel, if you don't feel a stretch here, then take a wider step out with your lunging leg so that you really feel, you want your hips to go down And you should feel a stretch. I just took a step out and now come back up. Now, I'm coming back up and I'm pushing up with this lunging leg. So when I move forward, I'm dropping my hip and I'm moving forward onto this lunging knee and I'm stretching my whole hip, okay? So here's 3. And now come back up. Now let's go down, sink into your hip again. 4, and you're kind of doing the good morning. I'm trying to lean over a little more now on my chest to my knee. And now come back up, push up with your knee. And now last one, here's 5. And up. Now, if that hurts your back knee at all, then you should get a towel, okay? I know for some of you, this might not feel so great on your knee. So you need a towel, you need anything to support the back knee so that it doesn't hurt. You don't want that to happen. So let's now switch. You're gonna get in the lunge position with the opposite leg. I'm gonna take a little step further out. Now, I know that what I did before was this, but I'm doing a little something different because I want you to feel your hip now lunging forward. So please know I'm aware that I just changed it and I want you to actually know that I'm changing it because this way, I think you'll feel a little more in your hip. So we're doing the good morning position, easiest one, the beginner. And now we're gonna sink down into our hip and you're gonna come down to your knee and sink that hip now. So really try to get that. This back leg is stretching, your hip is sinking down, and now come back up. And now we're gonna do it again, 2, sink that hip down, and then up. And now sink down, 3. Now see if you can get your chest down to your knee. Sink that hip down and up. And here's 4. Sink your chest down to your knee and come back up. And my balance is, I really have to focus on balance. And here's the last one. Here's 5. Now sink that hip down, get your chest to your knee, hands are still back, and now come back up. Whoa. Okay. So last one, pancake position. I'm gonna finish with this and then we're done. So we're gonna take our hands back and we're gonna just, again, hinging forward and breathe. And now come back up. Now I can't go over very far. Now your feet should be going out. So I just noticed mine were starting to go up to the sky. You want them to actually lean out. So let's hinge over again for 2. Just 3 more, and then I know we're done. And up. 3. And up. And 4, hinge over, lean down. Try to get your chest down to the floor. Ha, 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 ha. I know. And up. And try to keep your back straight. And last one, here's 5. Arms back, beginner position. Breathe. Get your feet out, rotate them out just a little bit. And now come back up. And we just did the first Thursday of the year. And you guys were with me, and thank you. That was amazing. I really appreciate that.